And I present to you your host for the evening, Rekeema. Thank you, thank you. Are y'all ready to have a good time? First, I want to welcome you to the first annual Candle Awards of the Detailed Dream channel. And thank you all so much for being here. I can't begin to express my gratitude for all your support throughout the year. Every like, every comment, every view is greatly appreciated, and I'm looking forward to another great year with all of you. It's going to be a great evening filled with amazing home fragrances we all love. Now, unfortunately, there will not be any jokes made tonight for obvious reasons. Let's all make it home tonight. All jokes aside, sit back, relax, light a candle perhaps. Let's have a great time. And as I've started every conversation this year, I'm Rekeema. Welcome to Detailed Dream, where the primary focus is to expose you to the expansive world of luxury goods for yourself and your home. And this is the Candle Awards of 2022. Okay, to get things started, I just want to mention, these picks are solely based on what I've mentioned and reviewed throughout the year, just in case you're wondering. And as always, these picks are based on my own personal preferences and what impressed me the most. Taste is very subjective when it comes to fragrances. Not everyone will like the same exact thing, and that's a good thing. It starts these different conversations we can have by showing our appreciation for what we personally enjoy. And this is the first annual Candle Awards on the channel, so there will be definitely room to grow and learn as we go. So if you have a difference of opinion on my choices, please, with all means, let me know in the comments, good or bad, I'll take it. These candles have surely been outstanding this year. Some were good, alright. Others, absolutely amazing. That really impressed me, starting with the category for the best sustainable brand of 2022. This will be a brand that has exceptional focus on being sustainable from their wax to company practices. Sustainability, as you know, is something I primarily focus on for the channel. And I understand not all brands will have this sustainable focus, but the best I can do is at least try to find the luxury brands that does. So here are the nominees for the best sustainable brand. Matted Land, with 100% pure soy wax and the use of raw materials with few ingredients, also respecting nature and indigenous cultures. PF Counterco, also with 100% domestically grown soy wax with a commitment to sustainability. They're also partners with Climate Neutral to help offset and neutralize their carbon footprint. And we have our man with vegetable wax candles with the amazing CO2 negative emission mushroom packaging, while making sure all of their suppliers are following the highest standard of regulations. And the award for the best sustainable brand of the year goes to... Oh, there isn't anything written on this. It just goes along with the look. Okay, the award goes to PF Counterco, a brand built on sustainability with great company values that carry over into the community. I like to describe PF as a warm brand, almost like family. Everything this brand does feels so right. From visiting the store and seeing that they also carry other brands with the same core values like Territory Soap, to donating a portion of their total net profits to local and national charities like the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank and communities, for a better overall environment while also being a climate neutral certified brand. A huge thank you to PF Counterco for your conscious efforts in believing in a better world. Next up is the category for Best Candle Vessel. A scent, it can smell amazing, but paired with a pretty good looking candle vessel makes it stand out even more. As a collector, I love to have different candles sitting out. I want them to make a statement, start a conversation. Most times, a vessel is the first introduction to a brand. You're out and about and a nice looking vessel might catch your eye, so you go and investigate how the scent smells. Unless you're like me and smell any and every candle that you come across. The best vessel is something that stands out from your average candle. It's a vessel that makes you want to throw away the box because it'll barely see the inside of it. And here are the nominees for the best vessel of the year. Jonathan Adler, the Muse Dior vessel with the beautiful shade of golden glaze that overlays on the Muse of Doramar. Reesfields NYC with the beautiful structural vessels from the Cement collection. Robust luxury vessels that stand out in any space. I just received a few more impressive candles from Reesfields that will be coming to the channel soon. And Cierge Dawn with the Spella vessel, with the remarkable deep amber color vessel and gold detailing. I like to describe it as high-class elegance. And the award for the best candle vessel of 2022 goes to Cierge Dawn Spella. In the review of this candle, I talked highly of this vessel and how remarkable it is. Those feelings hasn't changed, and I doubt they ever will. From the holiday collection called Winter Charms, this deep amber color that pops against this weathered golden lining that you can see from the interior and the exterior through the hand-blown glass is truly astonishing. It also has meaning behind it with the good luck charms placed around the vessel, definitely worthy of the best vessel of 2022. This is the time where I say something like, now a word from our sponsors, where I tell you something that completely has nothing to do with the video.
Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
What the French
Did you
toast?
think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor?
Pickle you!
Luckily, there aren't any. So moving right along to the category for the brand that has the best value. And what I mean when I say best value is for the price of the candle comparative to what you actually get from the performance and scent makes it feel like it's worth more. These are the type of candles you wouldn't mind burning daily because you really didn't pay a fortune for them. Like I say all the time, expensive doesn't necessarily mean luxury. There are candles that has no business costing as much as they do. But I digress. Here are the nominees for the brand that provides the best value of 2022. The candles from the Zara and Joe Loves collab are some of the best candles to add to any collection. The cost to value ratio is phenomenal with this collab. The last time I checked, they were on sale for under $10, which is a steal for the scent and performance. Harlem Candle Co. is a brand with candles under the $50 mark, and if you ever get one candle from them, eventually you'll find yourself reaching for your wallet to buy a few more. Loda Seraphine with candles also under the $50 mark, and that's for their large sizes. Great looking candle vessels on top of really good performance with elegant scents. The brand with the best value of 2022 goes to the brand that has me in a chokehold, Harlem Candle Co. I can't begin to tell you the amount of comments, DMs, and emails I get about how good Harlem Candle Co. is. It really makes me feel like I'm doing something right with these recommendations. For many of you, it's your first, I guess you can say, breakthrough brand for luxury candles. If I could recommend any brand to start with, one of those brands will definitely be Harlem Candle Co. The value you get from these candles is hard to find anywhere else. In May, I recommend my favorite, the Langston scent. The 2-wick version. This is such a beautiful scent. If you haven't experienced a candle from Harlem Candle Co., pick one up and thank me and the rest of the subscribers of the channel later. Next, we have the category for best packaging, because the presentation of how something looks can alter how you feel about a certain product. When I go on dates, I want to look good, right? I put on my Sunday's best because I want to present myself in a higher standard. So if the food, the product is terrible, well, at least I look good. Joking aside, when I get a candle and it comes in fancy packaging, it's a certain feeling it gives me when I open it. It's really a feeling of excitement because it's not every day that you get a candle that comes in well thought out packaging. These are the nominees for packaging that makes the unboxing experience memorable just from first impressions. I know I haven't featured Fornasetti on the channel in a while, but just look at this packaging. If you know, then you'll know a Fornasetti box from a mile away from the keyhole-shaped cutout. Lavco did an incredible job with the packaging for the Paradiso Fig candle. Flipping back the lid of the textured box with embossed Lavco lettering adds a special touch to a special candle. The biodegradable mushroom packaging from my man is something that is truly noteworthy. I'd rather keep the packaging than dispose it because I love how it looks structurally, and it's a good conversation starter for someone who's never seen it before. And the award for the best packaging design of 2022 goes to Fornasetti. This was my first Fornasetti candle, and I remembered when I first got it home, I sat and stared at the packaging for about 30 minutes, just admiring the design of it and how it felt in the hands. And when I opened it to see the black and white abstract design on the inside, it made the design even better. It was a very good unboxing experience. For the more expensive candle brands, I have very high expectations of presentation from the packaging, and I feel Fornasetti exceeds it. Okay, in this segment of the Candle Awards, we'll focus on specific scents that were the most impressive this year. And feel free to voice your opinions in the comment section. I really love to see the different takes we have on candles. I hope you're having a great time so far. It's only getting better from here. The next category is for the candle with the best performance of the year. This would be a candle that I found to be exceptional with how it performs. I mean, there are many candles in the collection that performs extremely well, but this one candle does it a little better. I get asked all the time which candle brand has the best performing candles, which is kind of a difficult question to answer because there are a couple things that you have to take into consideration, like the size of your space comparative to the size of the candle. That's a big factor for candle performance. I'll put it this way, let's say you're trying to burn a standard 7-ounce candle in a room the size of the lobby at the Four Seasons, then you might have a hard time smelling the scent. Also, what I might consider a strong candle might just be a subtle candle to you. But overall, I like to think I have a pretty good general grasp of what a strong candle is compared to different size spaces. So these are the nominees for the best performing candle that will have you thinking there is no way that performance is coming from a candle that size. Velvet Fire from the Harmonist really impressed me with the cold and hot throw. This small 6.7 ounce candle made me appreciate the Harmonist that much more. Oud Wood from Tom Ford is definitely worth trying. Despite the high price tag, there is no denying the great performance from the hot throw. Graphite Rose from Madeline. Unbelievable how good this throws around the room with an amazing rose scent, of course. Amalfi Sunray from the Zara and Joe Loves collab will be a candle I talk about constantly until they stop making them. Love the performance that comes from this scent that isn't overwhelming. And the award for the candle with the best performance goes to Graphite Rose for Madeline.
It was my mistake. It was on the card. Horrible mistake, but the right thing, I can show it to you right here.
I have a deep appreciation for the scent of rose, so it may have had some influence on this decision, but the quality of burn and performance of the hot throw that comes out of this candle provides one of the best burning experiences from the collection. I was burning this daily until I remembered how much they cost, so I had to calm down on it. If you want a strong standard size candle that performs well in a large room, give the candles from Madeline a try. This next category is for the scent that you normally wouldn't come across. A candle with the best, most unique scent. And I should say, it's not a bad thing. It's just a scent that stands out with how different it is from the more ordinary or oriental scents like your woody, citrus, or floral focused candles. There has definitely been some quite unique scents over the year that turned out to be candles I thoroughly enjoyed, like these nominees for the most unique scent of 2022. Electric Surf from PF Candle Co. was one of 3 new candles released over the summer from their Soft Focus collection. Electric Surf was my favorite from that collection, with a strong, fresh ozonic aroma. Whiskey Nights from Wicker's Creek is a beautiful, smooth, boozy scent with a deep woody essence, unlike any other candle I have, which makes it unique. Breakfast Leipzig from DS and Durga is a gourmand and probably my favorite scent from DS. But if you know DS, then you know just how unique they get with their scent notes. I've been talking about this scent so much ever since I reviewed it. And the award for the most unique scent of 2022 goes to Breakfast Leipzig. Some of you probably seen this coming already with how much I've been talking about it. DS doesn't have your traditional scents in their lineup, which makes them stand out as a brand. It's embedded into their DNA, and I've surely been enjoying this brand. Breakfast Leipzig has notes of leather upholstery, fireplace, and Japanese coffee. A smoky coffee essence that caught me by surprise. Incredible scent, to say the least. This Candle Awards cannot be complete without a category on the best overall scent of the year. And if you're wondering, no, my favorite scent of all time, Madeline from Cierge Dawn, is not a nominee. That will be way too easy. This is just the best scent of the year in terms of how well it smells, with a good blend of notes and the quality that can only be described as top of the line. It's a luxury candle that really defines what it truly means to be a luxury scent. You can imagine just picking one scent was pretty difficult. There were so many exceptional scents this year, but there is one that excites me a little more than the rest when I go to burn it. And here are the nominees for the best scent of 2022. Bella from Cierge Dawn with a warm woody scent featuring notes of amber, patchouli, rose, sandalwood, and musk. A memorable scent for sure. Oud wood from Tom Ford with remarkable notes of oud, sandalwood, and amber. It's a very rich woody essence. If you love Tom Ford fragrances, this is definitely worth trying. The scent of number 4 by Maison Louis Marie is impressive with notes of sandalwood, vetiver, and amberwood. I noticed I have a thing for woody oriental scents this year. And the award for the best scent of the year goes to Spella from Cire Dawn. Like I said before, this was a new scent from their holiday collection named Winter Charms. I'll honestly burn this throughout the year outside of the holiday season. This is another scent I had to calm down on because I was burning it way too much. Man, this has a deep woody amber smell to it, but you also get hints of rose and creamy vanilla. A truly extraordinary scent from the House of Trudon. Now, this is subjective, of course, not everyone will agree, but this scent proves to show favoritism among the majority of people who come across it, including myself. Spella is the scent of the year. The moment you've been waiting for, or not waiting for. Brand of the year. Now, what makes a brand stand out over the rest? What do I define as brand of the year? For one, brand identity. What is the story behind the candles? What do you stand for? I want to know why the brand was created. This will ultimately send a ripple effect throughout the entire brand, from aesthetics of the website to the appearance of the candle vessels. The feeling of receiving and holding a candle from a brand that has meaning helps me understand the brand as if I made the candles myself. I love a brand with a soul. That's the perfect way to describe it. I also favor sustainability over anything else, so if it has vegetable wax on top of all the other good stuff, now that's an A+ brand. Oh, and you can't forget performance. There's nothing worse than loving a brand and finally getting a candle and the performance isn't what you thought it was going to be. But the nominees for the brand of the year does not have that problem whatsoever. They show up when needed every single time without fail, and they're favorites from the collection. And the nominees for the brand of the year are Cire Trudon. Let's get this out the way now. You all know my feelings for Trudon candles will not change. Unforgettable burning experience with top tier scents. Trudon is one of the oldest home fragrance houses in the world that I fell in love with from the very first candle pickup, which was Madeleine, my personal favorite candle of all time. Madeleine is a brand with deep-rooted core values that I align with myself, also with scents that are very distinct. I honestly cannot get enough of them. If you want to talk about brand identity, no one does it quite like Madeleine with their handcrafted iron vessels and other raw materials. I'm looking forward to trying more things from Madeleine in the new year. Would love to experience what the potpourri has to offer. And we have Harlem Candle Co. As I always say, every one of you need to try a candle from Harlem Candle Co. at least once. If you're new to luxury candles, this is a very good starting point in my opinion. Unless you just want to jump headfirst into something like Trudon, then by all means. But Harlem Candle Co. has everything you could ever want from a candle. The story is there, the price is perfect for the performance you get, and the scents are incredible, of course. Brand of the year goes to Madeleine.
I can show it to you right here.
I remember before I picked up my first candle from this brand, many of you told me the performance is just as good, if not better, than my beloved Cire Dawn. And I can attest, there is some truth to that. Not only is the performance there, you know a Madeleine scent when you smell one. And going back to the core values of using raw materials and few ingredients, they also refuse to work with paraffin and other petroleum-based products. And the imperfections seen throughout the vessels truly makes them feel like they're one-of-a-kind pieces. All of this on top of respecting indigenous cultures and making their own rules. Madeleine stands out with what they call a sophisticated rawness. And you can't forget the one-of-a-kind scents. This has ultimately led Madeleine to being brand of the year. Again, this is all subjective, so let me know if you have a different brand that you will pick for brand of the year. Or if you agree, I'll take that too. I want to thank you for attending the first annual Candle Awards from detaileddream. This has really been an incredible year spent with all of you, and next year will be bigger and better. I can't wait to show you what I have in store for the channel. I'm Rekeema. It has been such a pleasure being your host this evening. I hope you had a great time with me, and I look forward to seeing you at the next detaileddream Annual Candle Awards. Goodbye.